Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shapez. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. There's a cat. There is a cat. There is an Ollie cat. He's here. Hello, Ollie. Visiting? Where you going? Where you going? Oh, he's taking a trip underneath the piano there. He is now underneath the piano. Here, do I have a thing? Can we see? There. Sorta. Right down. Right here. There's the fur. There's the fur. You can sorta see the fur of the kitty over there, and he's moving. He's moving down there. There he is. He's moving. He's moving. He's moving. So yeah, we've got a visitor finally today. We didn't have a visitor at all last time we met. Oh boy. So how are things? How are we doing? We effectively do not have an air conditioner for the rest of the season. Or ever, for that matter. We have a combined heater air conditioner unit, and the AC is, the coils are freezing. And freezing enough to the point where air is not able to be pushed through and into the house. Yeah, the unit itself, I should add, does not include a filter. And it should have one in the unit itself, behind an easily accessible panel. It's 3 flathead screws to get into that panel. But, and oddly enough, that spot is like the output, I think. Or maybe it's the in. I don't know. It should have an in and it should have an out. Because there is one return. There is one return for air in the house to the unit itself. And yeah, regardless, no air can pass through. And unfortunately, it has gotten to the point where it's very humid outside right now. So even when it melts, it's still wet inside the unit on the coils. So as soon as you start up the AC, it starts to freeze again. Because all of the condensation now, all over the coils, immediately freezes the water that's on them. So it does that within an hour of turning it on. So right now, it's like the only thing we can do really is wait. I guess I should open up the panel to let some of the humidity out of the unit. That might be a step one, but yeah, ultimately, maintenance on the machine is going to be very, very expensive. It's going to be like, over $500. Is my best guess. I'm actually thinking it would be at least $750, and we do not have that money, and we won't have that kind of money on hand. Yeah, for years. It will take years before that can happen. So we're not going to have an AC for a while. Fortunately, it is that time of year right now where temperature is leveling off, is getting more moderate. We do have some days that are warmer, and the house is extremely good at holding heat in, which is actually slightly unfortunate, because that means that even on days where the temperature outside would be lower than what we have the thermostat set to, the inside of the house will bake. it will hit several degrees higher inside than outside just by existing. Regardless, we'll manage, and it doesn't help that my tower fan that I have next to me, which is just outside of frame, had its thermal fuse blow and no longer functions. I did, however, figure out pretty much why exactly this room doesn't really get much air. I actually have figured it out now. I figured out exactly why. It's because whoever did the HVAC for this house, in their infinite wisdom, in the laundry room, where the air is coming into the house, the like conduit for the air is split 3 ways in that room. It is split 3 ways. The one that is supposed to come to this part of the house goes down. It like goes down and over and up. And the other 2 go to the side. So you have 2 going to the side and one that goes straight down, over and up and over. And so what ends up happening is that all of the air goes to the other 2 spots. It doesn't divide anywhere even remotely close to evenly. All of the air pressure goes the other directions, and we get like none that goes down and back up. You can't make it back up. So it's like, great. Oh, and also because it's doing that, there's like, it can have condensation in there that overcomes the insulation around the ducting. So we have had periods where you would get dripping condensation on the from the ducts. Like, wonderful. This house was fantastic. My mother made a fantastic decision when she bought this house. It was so unfortunate that I was not physically here to help with the house hunting when she was looking to purchase a house, because I would have immediately stricken this house from consideration. But she wanted the nice looking kitchen, which also has some flaws, some pretty serious flaws. Yeah. Anyway, this house needs at least $10,000 of repairs, at minimum, just to fix issues, which includes several roof leaks and a skylight that was improperly installed, would need to be replaced and installed properly, because it is also leaking. We have a roof leak there, in which there is evidence of the previous owner having painted over damage without actually fixing the problem. And you can see the mesh that they used to try to repair what was up there without actually fixing the problem. That, and issues with the wiring in the house, issues with now the HVAC system, which was supposed to be new when we got the house. It was supposed to be new, meaning it's 8 years old. It's had a leak. So basically what I'm saying is, even if we had people come to try to fix the roof leaks and the skylight, they would absolutely be wanting us to replace the entire roof. So effectively we can think of it as the house needs a new roof. The HVAC, worst case, they may want to say replace the entire unit, which that it is a heating and air conditioning unit. So that's a lot right there. That's 5 figures of an item that's supposed to last 15-20 years, but it's been 8. So yeah, it's getting to be a bit much. It's getting to be a bit much, and we have no funds for any of it. Anyway, so that's that. What have I been playing lately? What's been going on otherwise? I mean, 3D printing. I'm trying to design a new item. This is a what I'll call high-angle display for Nintendo DS cartridges. The idea here is that this item will be bigger, that this little slot will be cloned and stacked, and it will be a much larger tiered item, at least customizable for the number of slots it ends up having. But I'm trying to overcome some of this, some of that ugliness on the quality of the output of the print. I need to tune the settings that I'm using for this print to try to clear up some of that waviness and these like ugly lines. It's not acceptable as designed. It's a well, from horizontal, it's 30 degrees from horizontal. But the way that I had coded it is that it's minus 60 from vertical. Anyway, so that's something I've been designing, just a larger display that has this higher angle on it for more top-down view. My thought is that this would be particularly popular for businesses in particular that are trying to sell these games and have a bunch of these cartridges under like a display glass. So, anyhoozle. What I've been playing, the same stuff. Astronauts, though, I'm getting it's feeling a little bit repetitive right now. I do still go in, play it, but I have to get myself to do something else in the game because there is some other stuff to do. It's just constantly going and salvaging parts off of ships just for resale is getting a little stale at this point when I've pretty much seen all of the derelict types, and there's it feels like there's a lot of repetition in the derelicts. So it's like I go to a wreckage and I'm like, oh, this is this ship. It has XYZ in these particular spots. I should go see what's there and which of the items I know that are on this ship are actually present in this wreck, and what state of repair they're in. And it's like, okay, this is getting a bit much if I've memorized the layouts of all these wreckages at this point. It's like I need more variety in the wreckages available, pretty much. So yeah, that's that. Today is also an Amazon sales day. I wanna point that out because on my Discord I have a link to an Amazon wish list, and a few of those items, in particular the coffee, a number of the flavors of the coffee are on sale. So if you want to gift me some coffee, it would be greatly appreciated, especially since it is on sale today with the Amazon big deals, whatever they're calling it, day for October. Yeah, I got 2 of the flavors personally. I got a chocolate hazelnut, which they're calling Frankenbones, and a chocolate mole, which is themed for Nightmare Before Christmas. They call that flavor Frog's Breath. So I'm getting those two already, but I've got some other flavors on that list if anyone wants to send me some more coffee at the very least. Yeah, I'll also remind folks that on my Discord I've got a in the announcements section I have stated the answer to the question of what it would take to get me to play Factorio again, as well as to play High Mods again, and yeah, let's just say it would be useful for those to be met, like sooner rather than later. It would be very useful from a livability standpoint for the house to meet those incentives, you know, at some point. But anyway, that's gonna be my spiel for the beginning of the stream. Let's get into the game of Shapez 2 on our Hexagonal playthrough. What are we doing? Where did we leave off? I have 58 research points. I'm saving for 60 to get the next speed upgrades. Last time we met, I unlocked the train vortex delivery, and I may have unlocked layer 3, floor 3? I don't remember exact timing of when I unlocked floor 3. I have access to floor 3 now, as well as the ability to just yeet trains directly into the vortex all the way up here. Just, yeah, they just straight up dive right into the vortex, delivering all of their contents, if they have contents. Alright, so we have also completed a number of tasks. We have fully completed the first 15. Task 16's final piece I need to make, and then we can begin working on task 18 and beyond. I have also, last time, completed the milestone that unlocked color mixing, as well as the milestone that unlocked pin pushing. We fully completed this pin pushing milestone last time, and we basically did all the major work involved in making the milestone piece to unlock crystals for milestone 7. So we're actually almost done with the milestones. Weirdly, we're almost done with all the milestone stuff. It's been very, very easy to do all of this. I find this funny. I find this very funny. Oh, I find that so funny because it implies here that you stack one on the other, but that doesn't work. You can't do that. Yeah, you can't stack that. This is actually a lot more complex. To get 2 different colored crystals like that on this thing. It's not really that hard. You just take this thing and you stack it on to this thing first, and then you run it through the cyan crystallizer. It's just a different order of operations. But yeah, it's very, very easy ultimately to make, especially since we now have a blueprint, a very easy blueprint to make this triple trigonal shape. Of course, I'll need some white, cyan, and red for it, but otherwise, yeah, we're good. We're good. And I was making that somewhere. What was I making down here? Oh, that thing. Oh, hey, and a milestone was finished. Okay, I have to now remember where exactly I was making said milestone. And I need to do that previous task, because I forget exactly where I was doing that. Where were you? Alright, well this was all the way over yonder for that milestone. So for this, I have to take these. These are the top. At least I don't think it actually matters. Alright, so that's you. We have another operator level. Alright, so that's the cyans. Next, for the yellows. Guess I had put you on layer 2 to begin with. It will not matter. Which is which in this circumstance. Come on, over here. There we go. That'll start making that one. And then the last thing is just you stack them on top of each other. That's all you need to do is just stack them on top of each other. You don't even need to change the rotation. The yellow goes on top of the cyan. Actually, do I need to change the rotation? Yes, I do need to change the rotation. Frick. Because yeah, the this bottom layer actually needs to be the same as the cyan one. Interesting. That would have tricked me going into that last step. Meaning all that I did to make these rotations be the way that they are ahead of time is actually not the way that it needed to be. Of course. Of course. Of course. So let's see, where did I do the thing? There, you. Hello. Hello, thing. So I now need these. That way. Yep, and then all of this ends up just hooking up to those existing lines on layer 3. And out they will go. So that's that completely finished from task 14, or no, task 16. Now we're on 18. We've actually got the first item getting made for that. At least we should be making that first item. Now why no locomotive picking the stuff up. Where are all of the other locomotives? I guess it is simply... I guess it's simply a matter of the trains need to go faster. Oh, and we have 68 points, so grab all of those. And I guess the trains can start to move faster now. Because clearly I need them to move. Come on, buddies. You can do it. Because I'm pretty sure I have actually enough stacked there. Or maybe not. Actually, not with that current size. What is the size? 360. Oof. The train stop will put some spacing between each of them as we go along. But let's see here. The next shape... Oh right, I had put 8 belts of supply for this. The next shape, it won't need to do the cutting, it's just send what I have here out. This is already making 2 of that, so it's just... this is basically done. This entire one I effectively finished last time. For Thorny Rose, it's just a matter of now waiting for each step to happen and actually doing that logistics work. Which leads me to Task 19, which you can just do all 3 steps at the same time. So let's head on up. My thought was that there should be these shapes on the map already, considering that this particular task unlocks before having access to paint mixing. Yeah, not kidding. It unlocks before paint mixing. So if you wanted to do it before having access to paint mixing, you would have to find things like this that have the particular thing that you need just already on the map. I don't really like that it's not alone here, but mining. Let me see here. I think I have to rotate it. Yeah. Sigh. Yeah, that'll do it. Gotta do it with a 1x1. So I'm actually gonna just grab that, cut it, remove that, replace it, paste it. Yeah. Another operator level. Locomotive. Autosave. Do be autosaving. Alright, now do the exact same thing for the cyan, diamond, and the magenta teardrop. There's a magenta teardrop. Wouldn't it be nice if... Ah, and there's the cyan of that. Alright, so that does not make the specific item that I need it to. Let's follow this. That's finished. Otte. Yeah, and then over here, yeah, that's not what I need for you. Okay, it's pretty much immediately not. Aha, that is the one I need. Okay, just run that up. And voila, that's that entire task set done. Now back all the way down here to you. Delete all that. delete all. Excuse me. Delete all of that. And now we got 4 belts of that. Clear that out. Alright then. Don't really need those pinned. Number 20, Galactic Lotus. This is the first official task that needs color mixing. Or at least that was unlocked with color mixing. Okay. What do we need for this? We need standard hexes plus flowers and diamonds. So we need all 3 of the standard shapes. So a spot that has access to all 3 of the standard shapes. In full. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I found a spot. There's all the things. I may reroute them and where they go. Also going to need a full fluid mixing station to be around. Let's say here. I have my doubts though about okay, at least I have enough space there, and there, and there. Okay, good. So all of that, that I just did there, makes all of the mixed colors in a blueprint that I built in the previous series. Of the hard scenario. So I built this in hard scenario. We haven't really necessarily looked at it all that much so far, but it's pretty simple. It's just a line of color mixers that aren't even really compactly built. I mean, I could have them directly next to each other. There's nothing really saying I couldn't do that. And there's nothing really saying that I couldn't have them stacked either. But it's just what I went with. Since it's, what, 8 to 1? In the ratio. Wait a minute. The fuck? Huh. Just like this extra pipe there for whatever reason. But this does provide 3 pipes of each color onto a train. Pipes that will ultimately be able to make 4 belts each. Of painting, or 2 belts of crystals. Yeah. I think that's how that works. There's some details that I'm noticing about this that I didn't really notice before. That it's got these little stringers on this line. It's got this like steel stringer on layer 2 that's not there on layer 1 or layer 3. There's like a subtle difference in how these look, because layer 1 has this element that comes up on occasion. Layer 2 has those metal strings. Layer 3 doesn't have any of them. It's just a simple circle. Odd. Was the game updated at any point recently? No. Anyway, there's all the colors. They exist. White, cyan, magenta, and yellow. The exact positioning of these will vary depending on how you bring the colors in, but yeah, I need that much. I need this much of each of these colors. At bare minimum. To feed all of this. Actually, is that even enough? Do I need even more? I'm trying to think. That's 9x4. That one's done, so I can unlock that. And ultimately, it'll need to come up here for the magenta and the white. Not the magenta, the cyan and the white. We actually change what's getting painted in these. And I need blue, so you grab blue. Guess the question is, where am I going to bring in the other colors? And I guess these don't get used quite the same way. And bring that there, because that needs to be blue at all times. I'm going to do some painting. There are already 2 points. Here, let's make our trains better. Because at this point I have essentially everything that I want. It's just a matter of making things better. Alright, and that's officially completely finished. And then the next thing is to bring in cyan. Huh? Oh. I don't think I can fit 4 more. Oh, it's just enough. Sure thing. I'm gonna bring cyan there. I think I'm gonna do this by... Alright, cyan is 2. 1 and 2. For the white and the cyan. Those are the only 2 I need. Right. Autosave. Alright, we're done with that one and that one. Nice. Yep. Now let's just make things go more. Go more better. Just make it go more betterer. Bah. Okay, the milestone piece is ready to go. So I will head over to that. It just needs one more delivery of the yellow piece. There it goes. And that should be correct. Looks like it to me. So that's that milestone. That will unlock crystals. 60,000 though. This is why I'm now really wanting to get speed here, because 150 times 4. That's 600. Yeah, 60,000 divided by 600 is 100 minutes. Or nearly 2 hours. Neat. I made an eBay sale of an item that I don't sell that often. It's that stand right there, that Nintendo 64 stand that holds 2 games right there. That 2-game display. Rarely sell those. Oh. Oh, did they really? They ordered green? Yeah, they ordered green. Nice. Nice, let's look at that. Did they use any discount code? No. So that does not count towards our incentives. But hey, it's local-ish, same state. That helps. For my 3D printed stuff that I sell, I do have everything listed as free shipping and priced accordingly, just so as everyone is aware of this fact on the internet. If something says free shipping, it does not actually ever mean that the shipping is in fact free. It means that the cost of the shipping has been included in the cost of the item that you are buying. And in fact, if you are trying to buy more than one of a particular item of free shipping, it's generally actually a bad idea, or a bad value most of the time, because you end up paying significantly more money than you would have if you had just paid for shipping separate. This is why I have discounts for purchases of multiple items that can end up being pretty steep discounts. And that's because it just eats into some of the benefit that I get for folks who pay effectively twice for shipping by offering items only with the free shipping pricing model. Because that's how you can think of it. If you're buying 2 items that have free shipping on them, you are paying the full price of shipping twice. Once for each of those items. If you were not aware of this, that is how the world works on that front. And yet, people are more likely to purchase items listed as free shipping than they are paid shipping. Because yes, people are more... They will willingly part with more money for a worse value because the word free is involved. That's why. At the output train. And while I do pass on savings for bulk orders, I still make more money on bulk orders than single orders. So I'm not passing on 100% of the savings. Still better than nothing. To the tune of 20% usually. That's my standard discount. If you buy more than one item on my shops, it's 20%. You get a little bit better of a discount, though, for being on my streams and watching my streams. I have discount codes below. The one for the larger orders is better. It's better. I think it's what, 30? 25? I think it's 30. It's my best discount for my viewers who are willing to spend a little bit more. What am I looking for? Locomotives. Get the... I guess here. another operator level. Neat. And yes, this is especially the case with Amazon. This is especially the case on Amazon. You better believe that the price of the shipping is put into the cost of the item. It is absolutely included in the cost of every item. And returns will often deduct that cost of the initial shipping, by the way, everywhere but Amazon. If it's a like voluntary I bought the wrong item type of deal, or I don't want this item anymore, if that ever happens, I will absolutely be deducting what I paid for shipping, because that is non-refundable. But if it's a thing that I did, if it's a me issue, if I sent the wrong thing, then yeah, I will absolutely eat the cost and give a full refund and all that. But if it's not a me problem, then yeah, not getting that what I paid for shipping back, even though it's listed as free shipping. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be my quote-unquote restocking fee, cover the costs associated with doing the shipping in the first place. Anyway, that's done. Next part of this is just switch it from cyan to white, which is easy enough to do. The following part adds two things. It adds another blue in the form of the blue diamond shape, or gear, as I guess they're calling it. Yeah. Bring that there. Bring that there. Painting. Yeah, not the vibe we're going for here. So, just thinking, I will need the gray, quote unquote, flower shape that's currently here. I'll bring this up this way, over to here, I guess. I'll reroute the cyan. Actually, bring that up one more. I'll reroute the cyan here. And prepare that. That is actually the correct orientation that I wanted. That's just preparing for after. It'll eventually need to be white, because of course, more white. After it is cyan. It's like, okay, sure. So yeah, after this initial step, get in there. Deliver the things. Oh, it's 18. Sigh. Alright, we'll work on 18. Next step of 18. All the way down here. Alright. No more of that. Next, we have this guy, which needs to be rotated. Stacking. Actually, this layer 2 is going to be from the other direction. Autosave is automatically saving. That is correct. Moving on. Number next. Number next. All the way back over here. Now, why... Ah! That explains a few things. That explains a few things. Yes, a few things have been explained by that. Just a few. Alright, what can I eliminate from the face of existence around here? Let me see. That's a milestone. Well, let me see here. That can be eliminated from the face of existence. And as well as everything that feeds it. Because as you may have noticed, it's taken a minute now. Not really a full minute, but you know, noticeable amounts of time for the autosaves. So we have to remove some of these thingies. Let's see, you are that, which is done already. Okay, get rid of all that. This guy is also finished. Another operator level. Oh, you were like completely done. This entire rail line. That's pretty sweet. Now I can get rid of this white line. Yeah. Yepers, goodbye. Oh boy. So that's a milestone. All of that's involved in making that milestone. This feeds a milestone. And this feeds a milestone. Alright, I think that's about all I can do. This thing is a milestone. But ding! Okay, that's done. Let's get over here, replace you with you. That's all I need to do on this one. Just replace cyan with white in place. I'm preparing for this next step by setting up what I can. Fine, move it out of the way. Just noting that all of this will need to become cyan and then changed to white. And it all needs to be layer 2. Alright, so we're going to end up with that, and that needs to be stacked on top of this. So we need another stacking set where this is layer 2. And then we're done with that. As a reminder, today is a normal stream. We are ending at the usual 3-hour mark. Okay, with all of that set up, and I guess what I could do is not layer 1, but layer 2. Just pre-set up the paint. Needs to start as the cyan. But the final item isn't even going to have cyan, which is interesting. But that's going to flow in, and everything's going to be awesome once this becomes cyan, and then ultimately white. Alright, with all of that said and done, cough, hack, wheeze, why are you not doing? This is the shape. We're not on the pinning tasks yet. This is the shape. La dee 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 da. Where are those trains? There's one. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Research points. Oh, trains are as fast as they can go. Neat. Do I want to save 150 points? Actually, 180 points for the last speed bonus, or do I want to just go for train capacity? The speed would help a lot. So I think I am saving for those upgrades to speed, and I might do it piecemeal. Definitely the painting is the easiest to do as piecemeal. The rest I'm going to have to save 150 for those other 3 upgrades. Painting is less impactful. I'm not going to really treat it as it existing. Alright, next. Layered petals. Layered petals. So what are we starting with? A red flower with a gray hex. That's going to be followed by changing that gray to yellow. We will then overlay on top of a white flower. And then that overlays on top of a green radioactive trigon. Okay, so for that shape I'm going to need access to flowers and hexes, and only flowers and hexes. And colors, including red, white, and yellow, and green. Yeah, I'll do it here. I shall do this thing here. Why? Because I already have this color mixing and I'm not using any... Well, I'm using the white. But there's only one white and I have a white spare. Because I can do 3 sets of 4 belts. I can do 12 belts of white total. I do need red. And green. That's the red. Green will come and get used later. Just make it nearby. Alright, flowers get painted. We'll get painted red and then also another set painted white. So I'll need white brought over. Ideally brought in here. Alright, give me autosave. There we go. That'll do. Now green will go down this way. Deliver here, just the white. And I need the yellow, actually. So the yellow, I think, is the fourth, of course. The fourth wagon. Of course, it's the wagon that's number 4. Ah. Great. Needs to be in that stuff. There we go. Is yellow hexes. Oh, and then I guess with these, I will also need. Alright, I need to work on that now. I'll also need to use my blueprint for the triple thingy, the doohickey. Don't know what's with the throughput there being off kilter. There shouldn't be an issue with the white, unless it's just this filling in. Yeah, I think it might just be this filling in. It'll have to back up. Okay. Stacking. Again. And that is the shape that I need for this particular step. The next step changes that top layer to cyan and then to white. I will note that the way that the mechanic works, I can actually paint this shape cyan and white. I don't need to go out of my way to paint this shape a different color. I can actually run this through these painters because it only paints the topmost layer. That is now done. Going down here. Great. Down here. So now what do we officially need? Just another rotation. So now it needs to be that. Now, to make it a little bit easier on myself, I will do this stacking over here. Autosave is automatically saving. Now that should end up making the intended shape. That sure looks like it to me. So that is the end of 18. We've finished all of 19. We are effectively done with 20. It's just the logistics work to clear it out. And we are working on 21. Yeah, quite a bit of progress today. And it all really stems from hexes just being easy. Like, none of these are hard. Like, at all. Not even close to being even remotely hard. Ah, yes, I guess at first I do need the grays from you, so... Oof. Alright, stacking. Go ahead and exist here. Oh, we've got some progress. Alright, run those over. And route this here. And we're done with that. Question is, why is there a gap? Why was there a gap there? There should not be gaps. Yeah, there should not be gaps anywhere. So why are there gaps here? Why are there gaps here? In the blue? Why is there... What? I don't understand. Now it's like resolved. And I did nothing. I have 4 painters per belt. I'm sorry to say it, but that does not result in gaps. That does not ever result in gaps. They're not slower than necessary. They are in fact faster than necessary, not slower. There should not be gaps on the final output as a result of that. That has nothing to do with it. Yeah, in fact, what I saw was there was a gap on, like, the input. What I saw was gaps on this part. See? See? There it is! There's a gap right there! You see that gap? That's from mining. What? Down this pipe. Or this belt. This space belt. There is a problem with the space belt for whatever reason. The mining. Yeah, what's going on? Specifically with you. There was a gap on the mining. That I don't understand. There's like an occasional gap on the mining. There's some bug here in the code. And now it's like backing up. Like, huh? No, that's not how that's supposed to work at all. Like, how is there gap happening? How is there gap happening on input? Just weirdness. Unless one of the upgrades suggests the mining extractors are supposed to be here, and all of these are the same level. And painting is faster. I don't get it. Maybe it's something about it being a half value. Anyway, that's done. Next. The painting. We are halfway through the stream. And as you can see, it only paints the topmost layer. Number next. Like, again, gaps. I mean, that's partly because the waiting for the flow in of the paint, but it's just odd. Hello? Am I... Oh. Well, that's explainable. That part's... This is explainable. That'll recover. Okay, well, is that about all I can really do on this set of tasks for now? I think so. Yeah. Next. Cryoception badge. Actually, I haven't really finished yet now, have I? And I'm saving for those speed boosts. I haven't really finished this because I haven't done the green shape for it. So where's my... What did I name the thing? This? No. Where's the thing? Huh? Where'd it go? I know I saved this. I am pretty sure I saved that setup. Oh god, and have I deleted it from the map? I know that I saved it as a blueprint. Oh god. Damn it. This thing. You Right there. Save. Trigons! Anyway, this is gonna break because now I need the yellow in, and in fact, this layer 2 is gonna move across to here. Right, I need 4. Actually, I only need 2. Alright, to get the out. So that makes the next step basically for free. This is just preparing for later, and in fact, I need to do that after painting green. So I didn't even need to do that. Oh, green. That'll make 4 belts of this layer 1 right here. Oh, really? There we go. Those are all connected. Then I gotta bring in a set of stuff from here. That'll make those white, and I guess I should do the stacking in here to put the red on top of the white, and then shove that in, and it'll stack the yellow on top of that. But this guy, I'll have to do the stacking after. Just set this whole thing to the top and have this be the base. Lots of stacking involved with this. But that is that process basically finished. So this next shape is sets of 4 hexes, then a set of 4 of the diamonds on layer 3, using mixed paints, of course. Of course, using mixed paints. Autosave is autosaving, as per usual. And then it changes to white instead of cyan on that top piece. So, because this is a set of 4 pieces, that means that it exists on the map. Both of the things must exist somewhere on the map. In fact, right away, I see right here the initial shape that I'll need 2 sets of. However, the chances of there also being the same thing with diamonds nearby is 0. Yeah, the chances of that same exact thing also existing as the diamond shape. Yeah, 0. 0% chance of it. I do not see it anywhere. But that doesn't mean that I couldn't bring it here by train from somewhere distant. For now, though, mining. I will need to bring in blue, then cyan and magenta, and white. So I'm thinking I could duplicate this. Somewhere over here. There's not that much blue, though, which is a little frightening. Right, that's done. So now I just need to change this to white. And that pulls in layer 1 and layer 2 on the white. I think down here I pulled layer 3, yeah. And that's all I need to do. That's it. That's all for that last piece there. Yepers. Alright, my full fluid space pipe, yes. So that's what I need for one piece of this. I will need the blue initially, though, for the first 4,000 pieces. So I think what I'll do is I will bring it up here, but I'm going to route that into there and set up my painting. I want to try to fit all these in here. Because this is... dang it. This is going to be the magenta. Autosave is autosaving. Alright, give me reds. And all that's left is the green. The green! Oh boy. Now... wait. Yes, I need the green for the cyan. The 4-piece diamond. Oh wow, there's another one of this exact thing. Another one up there. When what I need is the 4-piece diamond. There's mixes. I see the mix between hexes and diamonds. But not the 4-piece diamond. A lot of that 4-piece hex. Two-piece diamond is workable, actually. Is there a 2-piece diamond? There's that. I can work with that. I can work with that. Alright. All I really need is just a belt of output from you. So just stacking. Oh good, that's completely finished. See? As I said, it's the shape. This shape needs to be cyan and then magenta. Yeah, and we've got some... We have a few platforms available. So I'm gonna space belt this over rather than using a train. And speaking of rather than using a train, I think I'm gonna do the same here, because all of these colors are pretty close by. So that should be the cyan, which is going to replace the blue. And this is the magenta, which I need to go there. And I'll need the cyan to temporarily go up here, but it will be replaced with white. Now we're just waiting on this green belt to work its way down. Okay, and then the output. This will be train loading solids. I know we've finished flour here. Alright, where's the thingy? Down, of course. Alright, flowers. Flower wower. Now it is time to trim that. Stacking. Okay. Send that out, and then it gets replaced with this, which is their next shape. Then just to remind myself, I'll need another one of these in here. This will need to be layer 2, and this can come in as layer 1. Ta-da! Okay. I think I've essentially solved the entirety of Cryoception Badge at this point. Alright, I'm waiting for 150 flat. Another operator level. So, what's the next task? Crushing power! What can I, like, choose to not have pinned right now? I guess those? Surely this exists on the map, but it needs to be painted different colors, so whatever. Definitely the 4-piece flower should exist on the map. This is a pretty straightforward piece to build. So that's using pinning, that's using pinning. Is this the last one? Shield Devourer. Alright, number 23. Step 1. Couple of cyan hexes. 2, which means they exist on the map. In fact, that. This is that. This is that. Now the question is, since I'm pretty sure these are pretty common, I think I'd rather look for the specific teardrop shape that has the 4 teardrops in that specific pattern. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a lot rarer. So let's have a look around for that particular thing to make my life so much easier. Well, that's the thing. As hexes, I need that exact shape as flowers. Or as teardrops, whatever you want to call that particular shape. Don't see one. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is the flowers I think are the rarer. The much rarer shape. I'm also blind, so I may just miss it. But I will find it. I will find one. I know it can exist, and therefore it does exist somewhere on the map. It's just where it be. Where do it be? Where do it be? I am spotting the general arrangement often. It's just not the specific shapes that I need as part of that arrangement. All flowers. It must be all flowers. Teardrops. It's all hexes. That's all hexes. That's all hexes. 2 of them! Where's all the teardrops? I need the 4 as teardrops. It's half. It's half of what I need. Give me good eyes. I need good eyes for this. I need good eyes, yet I am so blind. Not seeing. So I have to ask then, can it actually spawn? I mean, theoretically it should be able to, but maybe the likelihood is so low that it just isn't going to be something that you regularly see. Fortunately, it will not matter if it has any like colors as part of it, because it's going to be repainted anyway. I don't need it as gray. Where are you? I know you must exist. And I keep spotting that arrangement everywhere. It's just an arrangement of other shapes besides the pure teardrops. Auto-save. Auto-saving. I see it as pure hexes all the time, and I don't think I've even spotted a few pure diamond-ish shape of that arrangement either. Because there it is as hexes. I mean, right there. There it is as hexes. Like, I see it as hexes all the time. That's not quite a pure shape. How far away will I have to go before I see this thing? That's a wonderful question. Scream out like the quadrant if you see one, because I am not seeing one. And yes, it will take longer to find it than it would to just make the thing. Fine. I'm making it then. Go home. Go down. Not all the way down, but over here. Wait, here? Here. So, that's done. Now I need to replace the blue with cyan. And then stack. I'll need to clean some belts there to get rid of the blue. Oh yes, rotation. So what do I need? It needs to be a 180. There you go. Alright, So what I need in order to make that 4-piece shape, I would prefer to use 2-piece shapes. So what I would need is a teardrop with a 180, and then a teardrop with a gap. Ba-ding, ba-ding! Alright, so that's the end of you, and prepared for the last step of you. So that's this done. Delete. Grab you, kill that, grab that, stick there, layer 2. Fine, be that way. And there we go. There it is. Alright, so now what I'm going to look for is flowers as doubles, pairs. And I'll need 2 of them near each other. I know that near the starting area here, I thought there was a double with a 180 orientation. I guess I'm wrong. Basically, I need this, but flower teardrops, as well as one that is this orientation. Huh. Map generation is getting me, it looks like. See, I don't need it like that. I'm glad that the pairs exist, but I don't need that specific orientation. Again, like Scream. The value, if you see what I'm looking for. Why, you know, happen to exist? Where are you? How hard could it be to find just 2 teardrops in a specific orientation? Oh god, that's enough for 2 of the 3. See, I need exactly this, but teardrops. This is exactly what I'm looking for, but with the teardrop shape. Just this right here, these, but teardrops. And I have yet to see any like that of teardrops. Beautiful. Glorious and, in fact, magnificent. Why? Why? And of course, if you see the 4-piece shape as flowers, that would actually be more helpful. I don't even see 2s. Why? How? How is this possible? Because I know that there are 4-piece flowers. They exist. Right near the start, they exist. Oh, come on. Really? Really? Really, really, really? I'm trying to avoid having to cut the shape. I'm trying to avoid having to manufacture the thing. That is what I am trying to avoid. I'm willing to accept a single step of stacking, but... ugh. But, ugh. I just don't see any... Ah! 1! I have found 1 of what I am looking for. Right here. What would be great is if nearby there was the one that has the 180. So here, let's do that. Now I just need the 180 flowers. Just 180. Just, you know, that but 2 flowers. Just that but 2 flowers. Yeah, it's not gonna... that but 2 flowers, that but 2 flowers. Yeah, it's not gonna be existent, is it? Just that but 2 flowers. That but 4 flowers. That but 4 flowers. That but 4 flowers. Got 2. It's half. It's that but flowers. It's that but flowers. That but flowers. Driving me insane. Utter insanity. Complete nonsense. All right. Hello, you. Don't know why I was just rotating you. I see exactly why I was rotating you. So now, how about that other shape, huh? Okay. So, now, I need the other shape. That one. Good. Good. It's made. Four belts of the thing I need. I need to paint it now. Huh? Oh. Right. I went and I did that thing. And finished it, but I didn't actually need that. Where? Huh? What? Hmm? You. The you. Yeah, go and do that for me. In the meantime, I need colors. blue, red, and green. A lot of them. There's blue. Okay. There's red. Now, green. Great. Great. This is only going to take forever for all those to come down. And then I need red as red. Let's just bring that there. Get those pipes in. Copy that. Paste it like over here. Get that dude in there. Move this down. Or over. No, down one. Colors. Who is what? So this is blue. Blue, so the other one is red. So blue, red, green. Blue, red, green. Blue, green, blue, green, blue. Green, blue and green, blue and green. This one. So this one is cyan. I will be needing yellow, changing to white, and then this, and then I'll need that. Okay, I'll need one of those too, with magenta for that. Wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. So I need this as diamonds. Pretty sure I can cut it though. I don't see that shape as diamonds available nearby among all of the junk everywhere. But what I do see is I thought I saw a 4-piece shape that had that orientation. You have it. So I just need to rotate it correctly, cut it in half, and we're good. Okay. So what's our orientation here? If I were to destroy, it would destroy this half, leaving me with the thing that I don't want. So let me put my half destroyers down. That's what I need. Ta-da! How far are we? Not particularly. Don't know where I'm gonna do that aspect of the painting. Probably here. Purple should be being made now. Yes, that's you. It's just basically copy the thing. Neat. Okay, that's actually almost done. And once cyan comes in, I have to wait for this green, unfortunately, and that's going to take forever and a day. You know, yeah, it would help if it wasn't blocked. And this is the thing I have to shove into the vortex at the moment. For the moment. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do something a little like that. The green is still blocked. Okay. Okay. All of that is finished. For good. Autosave is auto-saving. Yes, only the shapes are hexagonal. Where is Ollie? Somewhere. He, like, very briefly showed himself at the very beginning of the stream. And not even really fully. He just, like, walked past behind me and towards underneath the piano next to me, and then has disappeared from there. Yeah, the only real building change is that the rotator, the 90-degree rotator, is actually a lie. It is a 60-degree rotator. That's all there is to it. That's the only real difference in the buildings. So let's see. I am completely done with all of this. With this entire thing. Yeah. That is all done. This is what we are working on. But Ollie and Dolly are around. They're just sleepies. It's sleepies time for most of them. Well, for both of them, usually around this time. This in cyan. Ah, good, I have the cyan. It'll need to be replaced with white as we go. Trim that. Grab the stacking. Orient that way. And then I have to figure out what the heck rotation I need for this cyan top item. So you need to exactly match the bottom, which is definitely going to require some rotation. That way. And there we go. I will not be playing Factorio, in case you were wondering. The answer to the question of when/if I will ever play Factorio again is in my announcements on Discord. So there is no... I will not be ending Shapes 2 just because an expansion that I have no interest in releases for Factorio. In fact, the extreme vast majority of my thoughts about the expansion are negative, and so I would not even want to buy it in the first place. I can't. As much as you say that you can't really justify $25 for this, I can't justify $35 for the expansion to Factorio under any circumstance. When the extreme vast majority of the mechanics look like stuff I don't like. It's like, I'm not going to pay for experience that I'm not going to enjoy. And I know that I'm not going to enjoy it. I think that the vast majority of the mechanics being added in the expansion are absolute dog shit. Tedious. Tedious. It's just a bunch of tedium. And not enjoyable at all. And frankly, a lot of it seems to be overly complicated and going against the very, like, nature of the initial balance of the base game that they spent a really long time trying to focus on. It's like, okay, well, now let's just throw all that out the window. And make something that's going to be super tedious as fuck. Because, let's face it, having to deal with the recycling mechanic and forcing a player to consume all products of multi-output systems of solids without a way of deleting things particularly easily, yeah, it's going to be super tedious as fuck. And it's going to be very boring. And spoilage as a mechanic is going to be super tedious to deal with. I don't like... It's going to be fun for 5 minutes. And then that's going to wear off. The novelty is going to wear off within 30 minutes to an hour. And that's just going to be super tedious and boring. It's a thing that people are going to play through once and never again with vanilla settings. Anyway, we've unlocked crystals. We finished the milestone. It finally ticked over. Ah, goodness gracious. So, we have a new milestone set of tasks to complete. So yeah, my response to when will I ever play Factorio again is only if you pay me an absurd amount of money will I play Factorio again. Frankly, that is my response. It's like, if you want me to play just Factorio again, $1,000, please. And Pi, significantly more than that. Yeah, but that doesn't exist on the planet where you have to recycle things. Where your only way of mining is mining, like, circuits and destroying circuits to get base materials. And you have to deal with all of the outputs from that. Hello, Mr. Cat. What you doing? What you doing? Rubbing my legs. He's here. Oh. Ollie is here. Hello. Hello, Ollie. How's my big boy? There's the big boy. Yeah. Yes, big boy. Oh, ba-ba. Here, let's get, let's get a kitty cam. There's the cat cam. Yes, hello. Up-a-dubba, there. Hi, cat. There's the big cat. The Mr. Ollie. Yes, there's Ollie. There's our kitty. Yeah. Aw, pushing in. Yes, pushing in. No. No, no. There's no room on lap. There's no room on lap, Mr. Cat. There's no room on lap. So we should do the milestone. Of course. For this milestone, what shapes am I going to need? Just flowers and hexes? Just flowers and hexes. Only flowers and hexes. And red and cyan. Down he goes, back to my leg. Hello. I know, Mr. Cat. Hey. Again. I'm 1 point away! Flowers. How about hexes? Hexes? Hexes. Flowers? Hexes. So remember that mining station I had over here? That full fluid mining station I had over here? Yeah. Or full fluid mixing? Yeah, we're setting that up again. Hello. Full fluid space pipe. Not in this particular map. For this particular scenario, it will end when I finish all of the tasks and milestones. I will be continuing on the insane map. So if I do a make anything machine, it would be for the insane scenario. Alright, well, since Cat doesn't look like he's coming back onto the desk anyway. Yeah, just that'll be the very last thing I ever do if I decide to make one, because honestly, I don't want to play with the wire mechanic. I don't like logic stuff, just in general. Like super fundamental low-level programming like that, I don't like it. It's boring to me. I'm gonna be rerunning that exact thing that I'm deleting right now. Alright. Like, there's a reason I don't do it in Factorio, and wouldn't want to do it in Factorio, ever. It's like, my fundamental... One of my things that I would always say in all the Factorio series is I just don't think that using the circuit system should ever be required under any circumstances for anything. What am I looking for? This. Mine that. And mine that. But if we get that, so that's going to sit for a little bit, because I'm a little busy. I need to make this in white. I don't really need the trains. So this is white. I need white. I need a bunch of red. And I need cyan. The cyan is here. So I'll bring the cyan up. I'll get rid of these two because I don't need them. which frees up 2 reds. Oh, which frees up a lot of reds. Enough reds to run this up. Okay. This guy. That guy is going to need cyan crystals, these cyan crystals, so I'm going to move this over yonder. And in fact, I'm going to do it down there. I need my trigons. Oh good, that's done. That just needs a change in color, so I'm gonna do that because it's like right here. Yeah, it's right here. I just need to change this to white. And it's done. Okay. There you are. You get painted white, don't you? Yes. Which is why I will cut that and move it down. And then take the white. Put it up there. White is on its way. And the cyan is on its way. And the red should be on its way as well. Okay. I don't need to do the painting now. What I need is crystallizing. So I've already got a crystallizing array blueprint, because of course I do from the previous playthrough on the hard scenario. With crystallizing, you need 6 crystallizers, and they use twice as much fluid. Twice as much fluid. So in order to do 4 lines, I'm going to need 8 on the colors. Yeah, it's a bit much. Another operator level, huh? Oh, I need this as red. Not... this is the red, is it not? No, this is the cyan. Bah! Red. Why did I bring cyan up there? I need the cyan there. I need cyan down, not up. I was getting my thingies confused. Confruzzled. Painting. Don't forget this gets pinned once painted. Cannot forget this gets pinned. Pinning. Okay. I've got to send both of these to the vortex. No, not that. That. I'll be repositioning all of those as I go along. But that is the first part of the final milestone in the game for hexes, for the hex scenario. Anyway, this is our last milestone. The very final one. And it's like stupid simple. Like, really? Oh. Yeah, it's like stupid simple. It's just paint white this next. Rather than be gray, just paint it white first. Okay. And then for the final one, you can't stack. It's like, oh, so you put the flower pinned, stacked on this thing, and then crystallize. Yes, it has pegs. This has pegs. I have pegged it. I pegged it. I pegged it. This has no pegs. This has no pegs. Because crystallizing replaces the pegs with crystal. Woohoo. And this, yeah, no pegs here. This, pegs. That's what I'm sending. I am sending the pegs. So yeah, just stack this on this, and then crystallize cyan to form this. Stupid easy. Stupid easy. By comparison to the hard scenario, this is easier than the hard scenario. Just the whole hex scenario, just overall, has been easier than the hard scenario, and I found the hard scenario to be easy overall. Oh, we have been joined again by a cat. Hello, cat. Hello, Ollie. There's the Ollie. Ollie baby. Yes, the boy. There's the boy. He wants pettins. He's come for pettins. Yes, hello. Hello, Ollie cat. Mr. Purry cat. Yes. My boy. Why are you so affectionate? Huh? Why do you always come for pets like this? It's only really ever you. Why do you always want so much attention? He always wants so much attention, and he's always so rubbies. His sister's not like that. Your sister's not like that. She's not a rubbies. She's a meower. She meows. She'll talk. She talks to you. Mr. Cat here, he doesn't really talk to you. He chirps at things that he sees outside. He'll chirp. He'll do little chirpies, but he doesn't really meow at people. He's not He doesn't want to communicate that way. Dolly communicates that way, and she doesn't rub against you. She's not a leg rubber. So we got the two opposites. The two opposite kitties. We have the one that talks and the one that rubs. And is mostly silent. Ah, okay. Next. Well, that is, as they say, that for those. And I can pick up this stacking, which should get me everything even for the speeds. We're at max speed. Speed is maxed. On everything. So the only thing of relevance now is the train capacity level 4 for 1080 per cartridge, per brick. And then it's just, you know, all the random crap that's left. In the meanwhile, this thing. This thing up near the vortex. There. Okay. So we're done with you. I now need to stack properly. So those need to be rotated. Roteto. How are we rotating? 90 counter? Twice? Stacking. And there we go. I went through all that trouble just to make this easy. Still can't believe I couldn't actually find this shape anywhere on the map. Just as a thing to mine. I had to come over here, mine this thing, or not really mine it, it was already being mined, but modify this shape. Cut and rotate. Better than having to remove two pieces, though, from a full shape. Mr. Cat. So the next thing is... Oh god, I need even more of this. Right. That did not occur to me. That'll work. I just need to change the output of it. It'll be on another layer and going down. So yellow. Yellow. That'll make it yellow. Oh, and hey, I can move this back and input stackers to put the yellow on the red and just leave this here as it is, and that'll make that. The yellow will need to change to white. for that following step, and that's the only change that needs to happen. And then you add the purple piece. Yeah, the hex shapes look nice. My only issue with hexes in general is that it has been remarkably easy to work with. Then again, I haven't really gotten into the crystal tasks yet, and some of the crystal logic does make my head hurt a little. Consider that the final task on hard, we effectively added an extra hour to the stream after working the entire 3-hour stream just building that last task. Just added another 45 minutes just to finish it because I made mistakes. Because things didn't exactly behave as I expected them to in my mind. And I had to fix those issues, figure out the fix to the issues. It ended up just being rotation and a slightly modified order of operations. But, so we'll see. The final task on this set, because it's based off of breaking crystals. You must break crystals for it. Yeah, the issue with a make anything machine in Shapez 2, the biggest issue is crystal breaking, intentional crystal breaking. And trying to figure out logic to know when when the shape must have a crystal that is broken. Alright, that's easy. That, you add this pinned on top and then crystallize. Then you add the pins, just a sacrificial shape, and add the pins. And then swap the same shape with itself. This is significantly easier than the hard scenario's final task. This is, dare I say it, trivial by comparison. Because you swap the two halves of the same shape. You just take the same shape into a swapper, and it swaps it into itself while breaking the crystals. Okay, that's easy. We're 5 minutes over time, so with that, yeah, I thought it would be harder too, but as it turns out, all that you get is the gimmick of the hexes, and when there's only 3 shape variations instead of 4 as well, or actually, is it still 3 in the previous one? There's No, there's four for the quads, because you have the star, you have the circle, the square, the star, and the diamond. For quads, for hexes, you only get three. You only get three. You get the variations of the diamond, the circle, and the square in the form of hex, what they call flower, and what they call gear. But really, it's just triangle, concave triangle, and then teardrop. So not only are there fewer shapes, the required logic of the tasks is actually easier. It's like they're giving you much easier tasks. It's like, yeah, I thought it would be harder. I thought it'd be a lot harder. But just looking at what should be the final, like, huge difficulty task, it's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. I just immediately see the logic on these, and yeah. So we're just going to go through the motions until we finish it all, and then we will move on to the insane scenario, which is going to be back to squares, and hopefully will involve floating layers without pins, which is the big thing from Shapes 1 logic that is the real brain teaser. I hope to have more of that, because we didn't really get any of that in the hard scenario. There was none of that in the hard scenario. Yeah. Anyway, with that, I thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showed. If you've enjoyed the stream, do all the social stuff below the video, especially if you're watching the VOD. I will be back with more on Thursday. I hope to see you all then.